The story begins with the gentle arrival of spring in the small town of Willowbrook. Imagine the streets lined with budding trees, pastel banners drifting in the breeze, and children pressing their noses against shop windows filled with chocolate eggs. The town has always been known for its beloved tradition, the Spring Bloom and Easter Festival, a celebration of flowers, family, and renewal. But this year, something feels different. The festival, once the heart of Willowbrook, is in danger of being canceled. The gardens are neglected, volunteers are scarce, and a quiet sadness lingers in the town square. Far away, in the busy city of Chicago, we meet Emma Carter. Emma is a botanist, brilliant, dedicated, always surrounded by plants, yet strangely distant from people. She has built her career in laboratories and research centers, trading community and connection for charts, data, and long hours. To others, she seems successful, but deep down there is an emptiness. She has missed birthdays, family gatherings, and especially Easter in Willowbrook, a holiday she once adored as a little girl. One evening, Emma's phone rings. It's her grandmother, Margaret Carter, calling from Willowbrook. Her voice is warm but heavy with concern. She tells Emma that the festival might not happen this year. The gardens that were once the pride of the town have fallen into disrepair, and without them, the festival will lose its spirit. She gently reminds Emma of the joy she once found there. Planting tulips, chasing eggs, sharing chocolates with friends. Margaret's words stir something in Emma's heart. Though reluctant, Emma agrees to come home. And so, Emma leaves behind the skyscrapers of Chicago and drives into the rolling green hills of Willowbrook. As she enters the town, the atmosphere shifts. Softer colors, slower pace, familiar faces she hasn't seen in years. And waiting there, almost as if fate had planned it, is Noah Turner. Noah has always been Willowbrook's golden heart. He runs Sweet Traditions, the chocolate shop his family has owned for generations. Known for his artisanal Easter eggs and whimsical chocolate flowers, Noah has become a cornerstone of the town. When Emma sees him for the first time in years, there's a flicker of surprise in her eyes, and something more unspoken. Their greeting is polite, almost guarded, but beneath it lies the memory of teenage summers, unfinished conversations, and a connection that never truly faded. Emma's first days back are filled with nostalgia. She visits her grandmother's cozy home, where the scent of hot cross buns fills the kitchen. She walks through the once beautiful public garden, now tangled with weeds and broken benches. Standing there, among the withered blooms, Emma feels a pang of sadness. That garden once reflected the heart of Willowbrook. Now it feels like a mirror of her own neglected happiness. Determined, Emma announces a plan. They will restore the garden before Easter Sunday. If the flowers bloom again, perhaps the festival can too. The mayor and townsfolk are hesitant. It's a massive task with little time. But Noah steps forward. He offers not only his help but his chocolates, believing that if they combine beauty and sweetness, they can bring back the spirit of Easter. From here, the story shifts into a series of warm, heartfelt moments. Emma, in gardening gloves, kneels in the dirt, rediscovering the joy of planting. Noah teases her gently, reminding her not everything can be measured by science. In his shop, Emma learns the art of crafting chocolates, delicate bunnies, swirling eggs, and, most importantly, the signature chocolate flowers. Their laughter fills the screen, their smiles growing softer, their connection rekindling with every shared glance. Yet conflict stirs beneath the surface. Emma receives an email. Her boss in Chicago is offering her a prestigious promotion, one that could send her career soaring, but would take her far from Willowbrook. She keeps the news quiet, but it weighs heavily on her heart. Meanwhile, the town begins to rally. Children paint flower pots, neighbors donate supplies, and Margaret offers her wisdom. Gardens, like hearts, only bloom when they are nurtured. Emma starts to realize that perhaps her grandmother is speaking of more than flowers. As Easter approaches, the transformation is breathtaking. The garden bursts into color. Tulips, daffodils, and lilies glowing under the spring sun. The festival comes alive with laughter, music, and joy. Noah's booth is a triumph, his chocolate flowers drawing long lines of smiling families. The entire town gathers, celebrating not just Easter, but the renewal of community and spirit. But Emma is still torn. That evening, as the festivities wind down, Noah finds her in the garden. In his hand, he carries something small, a chocolate flower, carefully crafted. He places it in her palm and says softly, "Flowers fade, but love lasts, if you let it." His words, simple yet profound, strike directly at her heart. In that moment, Emma knows the truth. The promotion, the city, the endless striving. It all pales compared to what she has rediscovered here. Love, belonging, and the quiet joy of helping something or someone grow. The film reaches its tender climax as Emma decides to stay. She will continue her research, but she will do it in Willowbrook, blending her science with the town's traditions. She and Noah walk hand in hand through the blooming garden as the sun sets, laughter echoing in the background, children running with baskets, lanterns glowing in the square. The final shot lingers on Emma and Noah sharing a kiss among the blossoms, framed by the golden light of Easter evening. And so, An Easter Bloom closes not just as a love story, but as a tale of renewal, of gardens restored, communities strengthened, and hearts that find their season to bloom.